Well, of course, Paula, we are back here on the high school campus, and I know you remember this place.
Of course, it's the band room. For all of us band geeks out there, and you know who you are, do you remember walking down the breezeway in a starched band uniform with the drums echoing along the way with that anticipation of being on that football field at halftime?
Man, I remember that like it was yesterday. And you know why? Look what I found. Right here, folks, this is the two-tone brass official Baker High School marching band trumpet. Mine, it's a Conn. It's been in my attic for more than 30 years. You happen to have your clarinet with you?
No, I retired old Betsy years ago.
It's too bad. Maybe we could have done a duet like variations on a Korean folk song. Let's see. God, that's horrible.
Yeah, well, as I recall, you were much better 30 years ago.
Well, that's not saying much, but we're going to do some music now, aren't we?
Exactly. What better place than the band room to look back from our sophomore year, and these are the top 5 songs from 1975.
Number 5, Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan.
She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that
Number 4, Kashmir by Led Zeppelin. Number 3, Walk This Way by Aerosmith. Number 2, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. And number 1, Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen.
Well, Paula, from the band room to the football field, folks, here we are in Wedge Keyes Stadium. And Paula, do you know who Wedge Keyes was?
Of course I do. He was the principal here from 1940 to 1949.
And I got to tell you, there was no better place to be than Wedge Keyes Stadium on a Friday night in the fall.
I'm telling you, Mike, with the band, the football team, the cheerleaders, the pepsters, the twirlers, and of course, Bambi Wells running around as Buffy.
I tell you, a lot of great memories made on this field. And you know, folks, a lot of great coaches stood along these sidelines each and every Friday night. Coach J.C. Stewart, Coach Milton Broussard. Unfortunately, folks, Coach Stewart and Coach Broussard are no longer with us. But here is a look at one coach who stood on these sidelines each and every Friday night.
It was terrific. You know, you had the comparison of that kind of feeling to the first year I came. The year before, in '65, they were 0-10. First year I was at Baker there, we were 1-9. Won the first game against Akron, we said, well, oh, we're getting off to a good start. Coach Stewart was the disciplinarian, but everybody liked him, and he was just a great guy to work with. He's a guy you go in and say, well, Coach, what do you think about this? Will this work? Said, no, we're not doing that. That won't work. Or, I like that, we'll do that. So you didn't have to wait around for an answer. Coach Broussard, a tremendous motivator. He's the one coach, if I were coaching, he'd be the one I want to have on my staff because he was just a guy that could get kids to play. Well, I miss it to a certain extent, but the coaches let me come out anytime I feel like it. I come out, and Jerry Epson, former principal, a lot of guys like that. Wayne Messina, former principal. We all get together in the press box and are there. So ever since we've all gotten out of the school system there, we still go back and meet and have a good time watching Baker. I am Larry Thomas, and here are the top 5 songs from 1976. Number 5, Dancing Queen by ABBA. Number 4, Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols. Number 3, More Than a Feeling by Boston. Number 2, Go Your Own Way by Fleetwood Mac.
You can call it another lonely day.
And number 1, Hotel California by the Eagles.
On a dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, warm smell of colitas.
I'm Coach Larry Thomas, and that's the top 5 songs in 1976. Now drop and give me 20.
And you know, Paula, what a great teaching and coaching career Larry Thomas had. And you know, he told me after he retired that he and Coach Ori actually spent some time managing some of the Breck Parks here in town. So good to see he's still involved. You know, folks, Baker High School was known not only for its athletics, but also for its academics. In 1977, the school was...
Wait, do you hear that?
What?
That noise.
That sounds like someone writing on a chalkboard. Avery, let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Linda Gale Pratt, and here are the top 5 songs of 1977. Number 5, God Save the Queen by the Sex Pistols. Number 4, Best of My Love by the Emotions. Number 3, Heroes by David Bowie.
Nothing will keep us together. We can beat them.
Number 2, We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions by Queen.
We will rock you. Sing it.
And number 1, Staying Alive by the Bee Gees.
Staying alive.
I'm Linda Gale Pratt, former Algebra 2 teacher at Baker High School, and those were the top 5 songs of 1977. You don't have your homework, do you, young lady? My fondest memories are probably most associated with sports, athletics, because I sponsored the cheerleaders for 32 of my 34 years here. In 1977, I was transporting cheerleaders to ball games in my blue Ford van that only had 4 bucket seats, but they sat all over the floor. They put on makeup. They laughed and giggled all the way to the ball games. I am an avid sports fanatic, so I was probably at every football game, basketball game, baseball, softball, volleyball, whatever they had, I followed. I remember the good old days when everybody loved Baker High School.